Yeah, I died, guys. Oh my god, I couldn't even run away. No one said anything to me. I was hanging out my shorts. Not stop the clock and did not excuse her. Most time over here for God. It's Tipsy, it's you, and welcome back to the channel. You can see the setup is like different. Yeah, do you want to tell them like, you know, exactly what we're going to be doing?
We're just going to be reading embarrassing stories from Reddit. She was laughing while she was reading hers. And I came across like serious ones, so like hopefully, you know, you enjoy reading.
Yeah, guys, I have a problem over here. It's a very sticky, empty mug.
You should have heard it when she took it out from the cupboard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She was cold and she took it out like.
What the hell?
Ooh. Okay, she's going first.
Yeah. Let me start.
She's cupping.
Yeah, I'm actually, you know, it looks more comfortable. First story. I had a great day at a water park / outdoor pool, and towards the afternoon, a woman came up to me and whispered in my ear that I have a problem with my swimsuit. I reached behind and noticed a huge gap. The fabric was torn right in the middle, and you could see my white and tanned ass crack.
Oh no!
I was running around like this the whole day. And no one said anything to me.
No, that's the worst part of it.
Bro, imagine a literal stranger has to whisper to you and be like, hey, not your family, not your friends.
Yes, they would family and friends.
Well, I don't know. It didn't say. But usually nobody goes to like a water park like alone or whatnot. They're always surprised if like this person like went there with like people they know and whatnot. But just okay, let's say they went with people you know that they know. Imagine like a stranger has to be willing to be like this out.
Or maybe they split up.
Sure.
Yeah, because some people sometimes, you know, when you get to like a fair or something like that, people want to do different things.
True.
It's just like
That's
we're only
true.
here for like 2 hours, but we'd rather split up and let's do our own things and then we'll meet up maybe.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it was like a scenario like that, because I would definitely be like, oh, I'm going to the lazy river, you know, and then other people want to go like
To the highest slide.
to the highest slides and stuff. True.
And yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
But-
embarrassing. That's the worst part, that somebody, like a lady, had to be like, did he feel like extra ventilation?
Maybe they don't wear that swimsuit often to tell them that hey, it's okay, it's different.
Maybe because like he was aware the whole time. Like, I don't know.
Oh, it's the white and tanned ass crack.
How old was he?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Maybe people thought he was a creep, so they were like, no, maybe not. Don't talk to him. Maybe it's on purpose.
Bruh, somebody underneath like that comment was like, kudos to the woman. Everyone else just watched and didn't say a word.
That's the worst. That's the worst.
Yeah.
I don't like being that person in public that just like leaves a person to like
That's true.
demise.
That's true. Like Siebes, literally, I don't know what's with people always having like their flash on, but Siebes will like literally walk across like the, what do you call it, like the aisle or something, just to tell a person like, hey, your flash is on and whatnot. So Siebes as the type to like, literally go to somebody and be like, hey, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Because flashes will drain your battery. Oh my gosh. Battery. true. Okay, next one. This is not funny, guys. Stuck on a cruise ship for 3 days after my friend proposed to his girlfriend on the first effing day and she said no.
Yo, I'm dying, guys. Oh my god. On a cruise ship.
On a cruise ship for 3 days. She says no on the first day. You can't even run away. Yo, it's not funny. Bruh. That same first night, she made out with some random guy in the hot tub.
Is this after he proposed?
Yes.
Yeah, she never loved you.
I'm honestly not sure how devastated my friend actually was, but it was intensified by the fact that he drank himself just faced daily by 2 p.m., which would lead him going to beg her to get back with him. At one point, she was sitting on the new guy's lap at the bar, and he grabbed her hand and confessed his love for her for what must have been like the 5th time in 2 days. It was a constant battle of trying to pull him away and convince him either to go sleep or come with us to another part of the ship. He's a good friend, so I felt terrible for him because that was super shizzy on her part. And tried to help him with tried to help him all he would allow, but it was awful to watch. And by the end of the cruise, the entire boat seemed like knew what had happened. I felt like I was in grade 2 reading that paragraph. Oh my gosh. When I tried to bring it up with my girlfriend, who was on the cruise ship with me as well, days after we got home, she straight up refused to talk about it, saying that it was painful enough at the time.
You know, I'm calling my mom and be like, yeah, mom.
See,
my friend that proposed, this girl said no. And we had to be on this cruise ship for like 3 days. How awkward.
Right, I'm all getting all the tea.
That's so
so sad. Either she sucks as a person.
She does suck as a person.
Or
number one,
maybe something happened in the relationship, but the way she moved on, it's not giving. That's just terrible. And for him to beg for her to come back after making out with another guy in the hot tub the same day.
That's very exposing.
And she said no, he should have just stopped.
No, he should have just left it alone.
Shame. Especially since he's a good friend. That also makes me feel terrible.
Yeah, shame. Yeah, it's shame for him. Yeah, that's brutal. That's brutal. She made sure to move on right then in front of him and everybody else. Okay, that's messed up.
It shows she had already moved on.
Yeah.
Before he even proposed, she was really detached from that relationship emotionally.
That's it. Okay, so this next story, it's pretty short. Okay, it reads: speech class. Chick gets up for her presentation and freezes up for 3 minutes straight. Teacher did not stop the clock and did not excuse her, did nothing but watched her sit there and sweat. We all looked at each other and back at her for 3 minutes straight. Yeah. That's brutal. No, that's so mean. It's giving one of those mean cold teachers, you know what I mean? That are just every time you mess up, they don't even say, oh no, it's okay, just go sit down, or they correct you, they just let you literally suffer. Like, it reminds me of Miss James.
That's why I'm laughing so hard.
At one of our schools, there was this teacher called Mrs. James.
Oh my god.
And she was like literally the type of like teacher, you know, if you were to like mess up in front of like the whole entire school, not us, because she didn't like really teach us, she would let the little like 7-year-olds
like grade 2s,
the grade 2s just like suffer, you know. They will be like in the middle of like reciting something, and if one of them messes up or they all mess up, you know, and they're just there staring at each other, looking at each other like, what do we do? You know, usually a teacher will step in to like say like, no, it's fine guys, just start over, you know, it's okay. She'll be like and just waiting and watching.
Yeah, it's the whole school will be watching, all the teachers, the principal. Nobody steps in, nobody says anything.
Yeah, no, this was brutal.
No, that was brutal. I feel bad for her actually.
That's when I'm dropping out of the school. I'm going to a different school. Cause I know.
Shame. I feel bad for her actually.
Right? No, same. That's why I'll change schools.
I was sitting cross-legged on the sidewalk at my friend's house, and his mom said, "You caught this." Your card is hanging out. I looked down and one of my testicles was hanging out my shorts. I got up and ran home embarrassed. That's so sad. It's painful. Look, your car is hanging out.
Is the phrasing for me? How old was he?
I don't know, John.
It's the terminology for me. Shame. Yeah, he wasn't wearing any underwear.
It doesn't seem like it.
Oh yeah, I know. We're taking a little break. You all water because there's no water in this place.
Yeah, sure. But I really do.
Oh wow. Yo.
Like, you know, the one where you have the dispenser. Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
When I was 18, I was in a party flirting with 2 girls. Can I son of a... When I was 18, I was in a party flirting with 2 girls. They said something funny and I smirked, releasing a bit of air out of my nose. Their face changed completely, so I felt that something was awkward, but I didn't know what. I went to the toilet and looked in the mirror and saw a thin, string of snot hanging from my nose. I saw a thin string of snot hanging from my nose down to my mouth, but it was so thin that I did not notice it and kept on speaking to the girls.
And neither of them said anything.
Yeah, that finished me, shame. Like, I laughed at this, I was laughing. That's when I was laughing for like a straight 5 minutes. I was laughing at this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or.
That's so embarrassing, shame.
That is embarrassing. They didn't see anything, these people, man.
Bruh.
Question was, what's the most unconventional way you've hit on a girl? I vaguely knew this girl. We didn't know each other well, but we had some mutual friends. I walked past her and said, I'll be over here if you need anything. I walked past her again. 5 months later. It's okay. You go.
Sorry guys, it's gonna be a while.
Okay, I walked past her again 5 minutes later and said, just to update you, I'm over here now. And then I walked past her another time and said, last time I'm over here for good. And then I walked straight home and shook my head at my pathetic attempts at flirting. I did not think the thread was going to become popular. I was wrong. For the record, I was like 12 when this happened. Shame. I never told this story.
Then another 5 minutes later, I'm still here.
Just to update you.
Just to update you, I'm over here.
Oh my gosh. Finished me tired.
I was reading Shakespeare out loud in high school English class. The line was, if these be motives weak, break off be times. Julius Caesar, Act 2, Scene 1. I read it, if these be motives weak, beat off bedtimes. This was 60 years ago, and I can still see the face of the blushing young male teacher and hear the snickers from some of the boys in the classroom.
Like 60 years ago.
Yes, 60 years ago. Damn, that's funny.
And beat off.
The beat up bedtimes. Yeah, there's no like. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, we know what you're saying.
My wife once heard a girl's accent and asked if she was Australian. She was deaf. Oh my gosh. Maybe you need to cut that one out.
No, it's I need to go. I was in a swimming contest. What? I was in a swimming contest and just developed breasts. My mom lent me a halter-neck swimming costume as I didn't have one that fitted me. After the race, I walked all the way back along to the side of the pool in full public view. As I went past one of the attendants, they said to me, "It's a bit chilly, love." When I got to the changing room, I looked in the mirror and discovered that my costume was still tied around my neck and now displayed my pubescent breasts in their full glory. Yeah,
I would literally die.
yeah.
And I'd run away.
Yeah.
If I go to the car. I wouldn't partake in anything else afterwards.
Listen, I'm never swimming again. Yeah, shame.
That's embarrassing.
So when she walked
The
out,
woman is like, it's a bit chilly, love.
Bruh.
Couldn't she like say, "Ayo,
Oh, like, alright.
take a towel"?
Bruh. Like literally when she walked out of like the changing room, nobody thought to be like, hey girl, fix it. Cause you, bruh, cause when you like compete in like swimming, right? You know, you walk all the way there, you still stand and whatnot on your marks. You know, that whole entire process, nobody thought to be like, you know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would be something that I always think about.
Bruh.
I was 13 and my family and I were on a skiing holiday. My parents had decided to sign me up for lessons so that my dad could get some good skiing in and my mom and sister could relax and drink hot chocolate. My sister had broken her wrist for a few weeks prior to leaving and my mom wasn't really a winter sports fan. I had been throwing myself down mountain slopes with about as much grace as a brick, with the tutor occasionally gripping and said demeanor was exhausted. We had time for one more run, so we all waddled over to the T-bar machine. This imaginatively named device was so called because a metal bar shaped like an upside down T hooks below your butt and drags you upwards, so you're not constantly climbing for 10 minutes and skiing back down for a few seconds. Somehow my jacket got caught on the bar, which knocked me to the ground. This is not the embarrassing part. It dragged me along the snow past where I was supposed to ski off and continued along a very icy patch towards the mountain where it would turn back. Still not the embarrassing part. The embarrassing part was when the rough ice dragging under me somehow managed to pull down my ski pants, thermals, and underwear, exposing my bare ass to an entire slope of people and giving me a nasty ice friction burn all over my thigh. Also, I was yelling my head off to get someone to stop the machine. A lot of people saw. I was helped up and off the ice and skied down to the bigger lift to take me back down to the hotel. I cried the entire way down, shame. The real kicker was getting back, telling my family the story while still sobbing through the wounded butt and wounded pride, and having my dad and sister howl with laughter while my mom desperately tried to comfort me. Shame.
Yeah, you know, it's bad when they don't even ask you, are you okay to carry on? It's just like straight, yeah, go back to the hotel. Like, yeah, take them home.
Like, oh, let's go back.
Yeah, let's go back.
Oh, let's go back. So he was being dragged all that way. And then all the way around.
It must be a long distance.
And like he was busy why didn't anybody like stop it before? Like, didn't anybody see that he was being dragged?
Didn't care if they did, clearly. How old?
At least he was 13.
13.
Yeah.
Ouch. Yeah. No, imagine to all like the whole entire day now, like to back to the soul.
Yeah.
On top of the embarrassment, the trauma.
True, because that's like a trauma for real. It's embarrassing, but more traumatic than anything. But like at least it was on the last round and not the first one.
Yeah, true. But yeah, guys, that concludes our reading embarrassing stories on Reddit. We hope that you guys. We hope that you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah. That was fun. I enjoyed reading them. I enjoyed laughing.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd end up laughing before the actual ones. I forget how I am sometimes, but I hope you guys enjoyed it and you laughed with us.
Yes. And yeah, guys, we'll see you next time. So this is not gonna be like the only video like this. Like I said, we are just introducing new. I don't want to say segment, but segment. Onto like, you know, the channel. Although the background is not going to be like the same, like the set is not going to be like the same because we're only where we are at for like literally a day. But yeah, guys, I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching.
Same. And like, subscribe, comment. Thank you. And don't beat off at bedtime.
Love you.